Joey, what's going on? How are you?
Not much. How are you?
Good to see you again.
See you too.
So you're back into this. You're coaching. You got goalie schools tonight with Strathroy Minor Hockey. You've been running the roads, Lucknow, all over the place. And I've been getting great feedback. You've been holding up the Future Pro brand. I love it.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.
Any screw-ups? Any no shooters show up? Forget the pucks? Hurt any kids? Everything went smooth?
Everything's been smooth so far. Pulled a couple audibles as far as not a lot of shooters, but manage that, make it work, do some skating with the goalies, and that's just as beneficial, if not more beneficial too.
I had the Hall of Fame screw-up at Birch Run, Michigan one summer camp. We had 64 goalies ready to go in the camp, 1.2 parents, so there's 100 people in the rink parking lot. I get there, sheriff's sale. They padlocked it on the Monday morning, so we had a whole hockey school ready to go. No camp. Today we're going to get on the ice with Joe. I'm an old guy, 57 years old, smell like cheese, terrible breath, right, Joe?
It's not bad right now.
Not yet. Right. Joe was a star player in the OHL, star player in U Sports CIS hockey. He's been to 3 NHL rookie camps, at least 3. So he's faced NHL shoot 4?
Yeah, 4.
Oh, I better wake up.
No, that's all right.
So Joe, we're going to go on the ice today when we get done running our mouth here in the off-ice segment. And I'm going to light you up. I'm going to do 5 breakaways on you, and I'm probably going to score how many?
I'm going to score 0.
0?
Yeah, that's the goal.
The goal.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think I can score on this guy? I'm old. I don't know. We're going to find out. But I wanted to ask a couple things. When you've been playing over the years, you've had great players, average players, but you've had some funny teammates. Can you tell me about any funny teammates or any stupid stuff you've seen, hilarious-wise? And obviously, it's got to be PG since some kids watch this.
Yeah, there's been some characters on the team. I think the one that comes to mind is we were leaving before a road trip. Usually on Sault Ste. Marie, we'd have it'd be a 4 or 5 day weekend where we'd leave on the Wednesday, day before game. So we were all just kind of hanging out in the gym there, and we were all just tossing around the med ball just lightly, and there was one guy laying down, and it was me accidentally, but accidentally, but threw the med ball, and I miscalculated the throw, and it hit him right in the head, and I felt so bad after that, and it was just kind of a funny thing, but at the same time, that's one thing that really comes to mind to begin with.
So is this guy a defenseman that you're hoping to block shots for you, and you're purposely hurting him in the pregame? Is that what happened?
He was a forward who hated Verbeek. He was a great kid, but
forwards, nobody cares. Nobody cares about forwards. It's funny. Over the years of doing hockey schools, I did 35 years of it. You're just starting on your journey with that, although you've done 6 great years with you. Now it's starting with Future Pro. There's been some funny stuff happen over the years. And one comes to mind is, we had a kid at the camp in Grand Rapids. And there's always that kid. That kid that's just a pain in your butt, you're babysitting him all week long. Anyways, he got grounded or something happened. He had to sit in the penalty box, something happened. Next day, I see the kid on the ice. He's skating around, we're doing a dynamic warm-up around the outside of the ice, and he's laying down on the ice and people are screaming. I'm like, what happened? I get over to him, no helmet on. I look at him, and God is my witness, there's a puck stuck halfway into his face, and arterial bleeding, blood just flying out all over the place. I'm like, I'm gonna lose this hockey school, I'm gonna get sued, and the mother's up in the crowd screaming, and the pool of blood on the ice is just growing. I'm like, which staff member allowed this to happen? I'm gonna have to fire that guy. And then all of a sudden I see the mother up in the crowd laughing. I'm in the Twilight Zone. What's happening here? She's a special effects artist in the movie industry. And what she did a latex thing of a puck cut in half. She blended it in with airbrush, looked dead real. She also put a line through to his hand. And every time he squeezed, some fake blood was just firing out of the wound.
That's intense.
So that kid never got a shot below his neck the rest of the summer camp because I was upset. Not really. It was a good practical joke, and I will get her back at some point. So Mrs. Sadowski, if you're still alive and still watching, I'm going to pull a practical joke on you. Now, that was an accidental thing with the medicine ball.
Yeah.
I thought the way you were going with that, you're going to say you got him below the belly button, which would have been a little... Like a 10-pound medicine ball from that height could have been tragic.
Oh yeah.
So that's a funny thing, but has there been any guys that were practical jokers? that would love doing the practical jokes. What are some practical jokes that you've seen?
I've had some good ones on me. Usually you kind of pick on the rookies a little bit more, and as you know, that's kind of the nature of it. But I was again with the Soo, and we were on a road trip in Guelph, and we had the Saturday off, so I spent the time. I have my aunt and uncle and cousins in Guelph, and spent the day with them and with my family as well, and then came back to the hotel. I opened up my hotel room, and I had brought, as a good student, bringing all my high school notes, and every single page of the high school note was somehow either taped to the wall or taped to somewhere around the, individually packed all the way around the room.
Now, find the guy that did it?
There's a couple, 3-4 culprits that knew what was going on.
Did you get him back?
I did not get him back. I think eventually it was like, you know, you do a couple like lean-tos on the doors and stuff, but other than that, not that intense at least.
For those of you that don't know, a lean-to is a garbage bucket filled full of water leaning on the top of the door, so when they open it, the bucket falls down and gets them wet. That's a good one. But you know what? If you remember who those guys are, you know, the best type of revenge is delayed revenge. That's what the Italians say, the mafia. They say, revenge is a dish best served cold. So if you know those guys, I got 3 Hall of Fame practical jokes we could do them. We'll talk later off camera, but I don't want to give away all my secrets. Now, I remember one other funny thing that happened at the camps, and again, there's probably 100 of them that have happened, but this one, I don't know if I can tell it or not, but I'll tell it anyways. We were at a rink in Windsor, and we had trouble with the rink guys. They were bugging us and, you know, not letting us on the ice for staff skates and whatever, and one of our staff members was always making sandwiches with bread, cheese. He made his own grilled cheese every day. Well, one day when we're leaving the rink on the Friday, that Zamboni guy was working. Somebody on my staff, wasn't me, apparently put something in the sandwich maker, turned it up to 10, and the whole dressing room smelled terrible. I'm not going to tell you what they put in the sandwich maker, not number one, but that dressing room, you could see it. It was green fumes coming, and that Zamboni driver wanted to kill us. So I'm not advocating for that. Don't do that. But that's one thing that I'd seen over the years. Have you been watching the NHL this year at all?
Yeah.
And what team do you follow?
I follow every team. I like to follow the goalies, kind of some very technical guys, good skaters, good foundation, good efficient guys. I really like watching those guys. So Jake Ottinger comes to mind. He's one of them that I really like to follow. Great
guy for you young kids to study too. Ottinger plays a very controlled RVH. He's also huge, so he's in it a little bit earlier than, you know, somebody that should be when they're 5 foot tall. But he plays that style excellent. I talked to Pete DeBoer, who's a former teammate of mine, whose nickname is Dum Dum, by the way. And Dum Dum's got great things to say about Ottinger in Dallas. And if that team's going to go anywhere, it's going to be on the back of Ottinger. 100%. And quick story about Dum Dum DeBoer, why we call him Dum Dum. He will answer to it, by the way. So if you go to a Dallas game and you see Pete DeBoer, you holler out Dum Dum, he'll turn his head. The reason is, when he was with the Canucks, with us, he used to bring his briefcase around with just his NHL contract in it to every practice, all year, on the buses, on the planes. Nothing in it except the contract. We're like, Pete, why do you got your contract there? He's like, well, I don't want to have Brian Burke screw me out of my per diem, so I want to make sure I have the contract. And one of our funny guys on the team, Pete Bukovic, gave him the nickname Dum Dum because that's Dum Dum. Why would you put your contract in there? Anyways, let's get on the ice, and you're going to stop me 5 out of 5 on breakaways?
5 out of 5, yeah.
Don't poke check me and hurt me because I'm old.
All right, scouting report, 13 years. Pull it out of the files. Good start. Gotta move those boots. Get the feet going. Looking good. You should have had a couple warm-ups. Oh! That's tough. Should have not said anything. I'll go 80%.
All right, Joey. I'll take the win. Woo!
Hey, 80%'s okay. 80%'s okay.
Okay guys, puck's right here. Let's put you, Jakey, right down in your butterfly. Some warm-ups to the glove. Turn your head, make it stay in the glove. Three more. Last one. And blocker side. Two more. Last one. All right, stationary gut traps. Hit them in the nuts to the chest, anywhere between the chest and the nuts. Way to lean in it, way to compress. Nice job. Two more. Last one. All right. All right, let's put the pucks top of the circle. We're gonna do a little warm-up drill here. We're gonna have Jake grab the glove side post. Zach, when you call shot, he's gonna come out to the top of the crease. I want you to pump one flat on the ice, and I want you to get stick involvement if you can. Call shot, and then shoot it flat on the ice. Boys, turn your hats around for me. Just for the video. Sweet. Good stick involved. It's also good to model after a guy to see him up close that's been at that level. You're gonna do 5 shots here, Joe. Good? Yep. Good job, Joey. One more. Nice. All right, switch. Jake, we're gonna go the opposite way now. Don't deflect it in your own net, Jakey. Get to his stick, not his body. Now hang on. Go in your butterfly for a second. When you got a shot coming right at the middle of your body, you don't want to stop it. I guess you want to push your blocker forward a little bit and keep that stick almost vertical. That's going to put that puck in the corner. 3 more. Two more. Turn it. Last one. Those ones that are coming right at the midline, you got to turn your stick one way or the other. Jump in there for a couple, Joey. You know what I mean by that? Give me your stick for a second. So when we get a hard midline shot, when they're coming right at you, a lot of times goalies will do something like this, where it's going to hit up and ramp and go off you. You want to take it almost vertical and then tilt it back a little bit and then go meet it. Or if it's right here, arm forward. So it's this arm's going to come forward or back like that, and that's still going to send it. Even on a shot right here is going to still send it to the corner.
Blocker side, squeezing the pinky is kind of like another term to think about it. Only on the blocker side, squeeze the pinky back.
Squeeze the pinky back. That's a great way to verbalize it. All right, let's see you try 4 or 5 here, Joey. Here we go, same thing. Last one. Okay, guys, let's put the pucks in that corner. Joey, come on over here for a second. So come on in tight to him. Just keep it nice and quiet, boys. Nice and quiet. So Joey, watching him start off with some very simple warm-up drills. Talk to me about your warm-ups when you're playing pro and when you're playing in the OHL. Practice warm-up versus game warm-up. Like, what's the key short version of how you got to prepare yourself?
I think on the ice you just got to get a feel for the puck. So if it's having someone shoot kind of in the slot, get the hands going, get the tracking going, seeing the puck. That's a big thing, and then also getting your movements right, kind of hitting your spots, and really it's a feel thing. You want to feel confident going into the game, and when the puck's ready to drop, you should feel warm. Your heart rate should be accelerated a little bit. That's one big thing that I would say.
So what about, what should we be doing when you're minor hockey and we get a crap warm-up, right? Because those warm-ups are terrible.
Yeah, minor hockey, I think, you know, if you're waiting for the net to get set up, go off on the side and do some sort of movement drill. Get your stretch in, obviously, but get your feet going, get your eyes going, and get your hands going too.
Sounds good.
That's huge.
I jump in the net. We're gonna do a little pass out from the corner. And Willie, top of the circle. Here's what smart players are doing. When you got a guy that's playing with the puck in the corner, your quick looks off the puck have to establish a couple things. Where guys are and what degree they are open. And at the best levels, you'll know what hand he is. And in the NHL, you need to know who it is. So your off-puck read just isn't like there's a blur of a body over here. Your off-puck read has got to be who it is, where he is, and what hand he is. So make sure you push out to his stick. Nice, precise save, way to seal. If you got time on that distance, get your stick on it. Because if you pad rebound it over there to Ovechkin, he's going to jam it down your throat. And that's where he's got his goals from, right where that one went. 2 more. Watch that puck. Watch that puck. Nice try at rebound control. Last one. So close. 1 more. Shot, Willie. You lost me your puck up in the top. Jump in there, Joey. Take 3 or 4 here. We're just going to do this for the first couple drills because I think it's good for you to watch a guy that's professional. There you go. How smooth he is. They call it conservation of movement. He doesn't do a lot of extra moving. Get your stick on that, Joey. 2 more. See how he chose to stay down there? Sometimes getting up causes problems. Last one. 1 more, 1 more, 1 more. All right, switch sides, switch sides. Put that one in there, Joe. Fine, great. Good job, Joey.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's the old open stick fake you saw from the summer camp. Remember that one?